Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tina with Tina's Inspired Art. I'm inviting you behind the scenes as I create my latest painting. I'm starting off with a sketch today, just to get a feel of perhaps the composition of this painting and the overall look and feel of it. This piece is especially close to my heart. It's a journey through longing, hope, and the courage to dream beyond what we can see. As an adoptee and someone who's always searching for connection and belonging, I pour those feelings into my art. I hope you'll find a bit of your own story reflected in this particular painting. So my inspiration behind this particular painting, before I even touched the canvas, I was thinking about those moments in life when we're caught between where we are and where we hope to be. The mermaid in this painting becomes a symbol for me, perched on the edge of the known and gazing toward a distant castle shimmering with possibility. She's not just a fantasy figure, she's all of us, holding onto hope, daring to believe in new beginnings. The flowers at her side represent resilience and growth, even in rocky places. The castle in the distance is a beacon, a reminder that our dreams are worth reaching, even if the path isn't clear yet. Before any story can unfold on my canvas, I begin by laying down the foundation, the base layers that quietly anchor everything to come. This stage is more than just a technical necessity. It's a moment of intention and possibility. As I brush on those first washes of color, as you can see, I'm not just preparing the surface, I'm setting the emotional tone, establishing the mood, and inviting the spirit of this piece to emerge. For me, the foundation is where hope and vision meet. It's a time to let go of perfection and embrace the unknown, trusting that each brushstroke will support the details and meaning that will follow. These early layers are often loose and intuitive, allowing me to respond to the energy of the painting as it begins to take shape. Sometimes I'll use colors that echo the feelings I want to evoke, soft blues for calm, warm golds for optimism, or deep greens for growth and renewal. Laying down the base is also a practice in patience and trust. I have to trust the process. It reminds me that every finished painting is built on unseen layers, just as our own stories are shaped by experiences that may not always be visible, but are always essential. This quiet groundwork gives me the freedom to explore, to make changes, and to build up the narrative with confidence. Only when the foundation feels right do I begin to bring the story to life, adding the details and symbols that will carry the heart of the piece forward. As I start with the first brushstrokes that I lay down, I'm laying down the blues and greens in the sea, the colors of the sea that always make me feel calm and open to possibility. I love working in mixed media oils because they let me build up layers, just like the layers in our own stories. You'll see me sketching the mermaid's form, letting her emerge slowly. I want her to feel both strong and vulnerable, balanced between the solid rock that's she's sitting on and behind her, and the flowing waters. The flowers are added with a lighter touch, almost as if they're whispering encouragement. Throughout the process, I'm thinking about transitions, the way light shifts on the water, the way our hopes can feel both distant and achingly close. Every detail, from the shimmer of her tail to the softness of the clouds, is a piece of that journey. What does this painting mean to me? Well, as the painting comes together, I find myself reflecting on my own journey, how art has been a bridge between my past and my dreams. The promise of tomorrow is a reminder that even when we feel uncertain or alone, there's beauty in the waiting and the strength in hope. I hope that when you look at this painting, you feel inspired to trust your own journey. Maybe you see yourself in the mermaid, or maybe the castle reminds you of a dream you're still reaching for. Either way, I want this piece to be a gentle encouragement. Every tomorrow holds the potential for transformation. As I move into the stage of refining details, this is where the heart of the painting truly begins to beat. Every highlight on the mermaid's tail, each delicate petal in the flowers, and the subtle shimmer of the light on the castle's spears is a conscious act of storytelling. These details are more than just visual embellishments to me. They're invitations for the viewer to pause, to linger, and to discover new layers of meaning with every glance. For me, the process is deeply personal. It's about honoring the complexity of our inner worlds, the hopes, the questions, the quiet moments of courage that often go unseen. With each brushstroke, I'm not just building a scene, I'm weaving in my own longing for connection and my belief in the transformative power of hope. My intention is that, as you look closer, you'll see the vulnerability and strength that live side by side in all of us, and perhaps find a piece of your own story reflected in this painting's depth. As I step back and take in the finished painting, I'm reminded of how every detail, each shimmering scale, every petal, the gentle curve of the mermaid's gaze, holds a piece of my own story. These layers are more than just paint. They are moments of hope, longing, and a transformation woven together on canvas. My hope is that you look at this piece. You find echoes of your own journey reflected back at you, a reminder that we are all searching, growing, and dreaming in our own ways. Thank you so much for joining me on this creative adventure. Sharing my process and the meaning behind my work is an act of vulnerability, but it is also a celebration of connection, the very thing this painting is all about. If the promise of tomorrow speaks to you, I'd love to hear your thoughts or stories in the comments below. And if you're interested in seeing more of my art, learning about the upcoming projects, or simply following along on this journey of self-discovery, please subscribe and connect with me on social media. Your presence here means the world to me. And together, I hope we can continue to make art that inspires hope, courage, and belonging.